Hey everyone, welcome to Encouragement Thursday. It's great to be with you today. Hey, last week I started a series on the 7 columns of wisdom. You can read about that in Proverbs 9:1. And it's just a really encouraging proverb in the fact that wisdom's available to you if you ask for it. In fact, when you ask for it, you get it abundantly. And so we're talking about the 7 columns, or my take on the 7 columns of wisdom. And last week we talked about humility being the first column and integrity being the second. You can always hashtag Encouragement Thursday, and you can go back and look at that video if you need to. Today I want to tackle 2 more columns that I think are really important to walking a life of wisdom and using wisdom to advance yourself and your life and your family. And that next pillar or column of wisdom is stewardship. Many times we talk about ownership. We talk about people owning things, and we talk about what we own, and we have this incredible hunger in our society to own this and own that. God's plan for you is that you're actually a steward of things, not an owner of things. And the difference is when you are stewarding something for someone, you treat it with far more respect and far more, I believe, far more care. And so when you realize, for example, let's just use our planet as an example. When we steward the planet that we've been given to live on, we will make better choices. We will have a better environment. And actually, a lot of the things we see today are a cause because we haven't stewarded it well. We see the pollution that we see today. And so understanding that your life is to be stewarded, not owned, is saying that there is one that is greater than you, that is in greater authority, who's delegated authority to you to steward what they own. And that's a much more powerful position. So even in your job, you may not be the owner of the company, but you've been delegated authority to steward the role that you've got to play in that company. And I believe wisdom comes when you understand that. Because otherwise we get in all kind of political battles and arguments and territorial. And when we understand we just steward things and we don't own them, we actually can let go of some of that territorial activity or attitude. The next one is discipline. I believe the next column of wisdom is discipline. Self-awareness gives you choice. And so one of the 5 critical things about emotional intelligence is self-regulation. And so discipline's really important. We must learn to walk a disciplined lifestyle where we make good choices. And when we do that, I believe that wisdom comes to us. When I see somebody living in a disciplined way, I always find that they have much wisdom to share with others and that you can learn from them for sure. And so I want to encourage you, you put those 2 pillars together, those 2 columns of wisdom together, and you realize you're a steward, and so you need to be disciplined in what you've been given. And those 2 really become central columns in wisdom, because when you realize that you need to be disciplined in order to be a good steward, it actually empowers you, and it allows you to make better decisions, and it allows you to draw on the wisdom that's already available to you. If you remember in Proverbs 9:1, it says that actually wisdom has set up a party for you, and you're invited, and it's already available to you. You just got to tap into it. And so there you go. There's Encouragement Thursday. Because it's Encouragement Thursday, I encourage you to find somebody to go and encourage them. But I also encourage you today to look at stewardship as a potential opportunity for growth, and look at discipline as a way to manage that stewardship. Anyway, have a great week. We'll see you next Thursday.